Hi, welcome back, my dear student. In this lecture here, I'm going to show you the syntax of constructors and destructors and how they work. All right, so I'm in class underscore access.php, and I'm going to do a save as here. I hope you're having a really good day, guys and ladies. Today is a beautiful day outside for me, and it's good to be here teaching you this information, and hopefully you are excited because this is a big thing that you are learning here, and you should be proud of yourself to come online and learn. A lot of people don't have the energy or the motivation to do it, and you have it today, so feel good. Let's name this file constructor underscore destructor. All right, let me try to spell it right. All right, I think I did it. And I'm just gonna use one property here to show you how this works. And one of the things that I'm going to change here, now let me show you how this is written, how you can create a construct method. The syntax is super simple. It's underscore underscore and then the keyword construct. Now this is how it works. Every time we called this method, every time we instantiate a class, this method, all right, gets called automatically. We don't have to echo it anywhere. We don't have to do anything else. All right, this will always echo it, even if we're not echoing it. All right, so let me just show you real quick how that works. All right, so let me just comment this out here. Now if we go see this in the browser here, refresh and click here, we see that nothing is here, right? Now watch what happens when I uncomment this instance and refresh. Now we see the 4. You see? That gets called automatically. We had another function here, another method. We will have to echo it. We will have to call it right here, but we're not doing that. You see, it gets called automatically. If you don't understand it, let me just build another method right here. And I'm just going to comment this out. And I'm going to show you. So let's say, for example, I'm going to call this details just to make it simple. Right? If I come here, you can see that nothing gets displayed unless I come here and call it details. If I refresh, now it shows. You see, with a construct method, we don't need to do that. All right? It gets called automatically, as you can see right here. You see that? All right. Now, the destruct method is very similar to this, actually the opposite of it, but we don't use it much. We use it maybe 1%, maybe I have used it in other languages, all right, in other programming languages, not much in PHP. But the destruct method basically is the same thing. Let me show you another example. Not the same thing, I'm sorry, the opposite of this. All right, so this will initialize something, and the destruct method would initialize it. It would actually do the opposite. All right, so let me show you something else. So let's say, for example, this was, and actually I'm gonna leave this like this, and I want to show you something else. Let's create a static, and believe it or not, we can call anything we want under the construct. All right, it doesn't have to be a static construct method or anything like that. So here I'm gonna use the word self, the keyword self. All right, and I'm gonna echo this. I'm gonna change the name of it, door, and of course door right here. All right, make sure you have your $sign there. Okay, now what I can do is I can increment this. All right, you see what I did here? All right, I'll show you something. Look at that. So we created another 4 here. We can call a static property within this construct method. All right, if I create another instance, look what happens. I'm gonna call this Mercedes or Mercedes, whatever. Now we get another 4, right? And then we also get a different number here. We get it incremented. Remember that this is a static property, and static means it stays in one place, all right? It doesn't move anywhere. So this 4 is 4. Every time we create an instance, we keep that value, all right? But we also increment it because this is a static, all right? So the next instance is going to have a 5. Well, this one has a 5 already. So the next one will be a 6 because that value keeps always being maintained by that last instance. All right, so because it's a static. Look at this. 4, it prints out 4 again, and the 6. All right? So always keep that in mind. We get this every time we make a new instance, and we also get it incremented with a static property. All right, so if we take this off and refresh, we only see the static properties there, 4, 5, and 6, because we have 1 instance, 2 instances, and 3 instances. All right, so I just wanted to show you that a little bit, how the static property works a little bit, and how the construct method works. All right, and then to make a destruct method, all you have to do is do the opposite. All right, like this, destruct. All right, and basically what we do is we decrement. But like I said before, we don't barely use this. All right, there are times when, and like I said before, I used it in other programming languages when I'm, doing games, building games, and you use the destruct to destruct certain things about the games, about the scores and things like that. But anyway, we don't use it here much in PHP. Anyway, I hope you like this very much, and see you in the next lecture. Take care, my friend, and have a great day.